Is it 10:02? It's 10:02.
Ooh, I'm looking a little fatty here. Lord Jesus. Cut it out. No, I've been working out, but this whole week I haven't. So, hey guys, we're live on YouTube and we're over here having blooper moments. Coming up in 30 seconds. Ready? Good morning, Juan.
Good morning.
Buenos dias, buenos dias. Good morning. How you doing, Juanito?
Excellent.
Move the mic out of your
Excellent,
face.
excellent, excellent.
¿Verdad que sí? ¿Verdad que sí? Live now here on Facebook, here on YouTube. How about that? Live now. Buenos días, bienvenidos aquí a nuestra comunidad noroeste de Indiana, WLTH AM 1370. 1370 y 92.7 FM. Y también en vivo en YouTube y en vivo en Facebook.
But you know what? We're not streaming live from live stream at the
know,
station, so please be aware.
híjole.
We do have our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, but we are not on live stream, which is what WLTH uses on the radio.
I know that we're still all good, right?
Okay.
The views expressed by the host and the callers of this show are not necessarily the views of WLTH Radio, management, owners, and sponsors, and advertisers. Go ahead, Juanito.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the weekend right before the election. You can early vote today up until 2 o'clock, and then early vote in between 9 and 12 noon on Monday afternoon. Otherwise, you can vote, and please do come out and vote if you don't vote early, and if you're eligible to vote on Tuesday, November the 6th, which is this Tuesday coming up. So until our special guests come in this morning, I'm going to take an opportunity that I was going to do at the latter part of the show during this time right now, and that is this.
Okay.
First of all, let me just say this. We started to put together a National Hispanic Political Roundtable on Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana. That will continue. We are going to build on that, and we are going to bring on as many national Hispanic national Hispanic organizations, agencies, whatever the case may be, that have anything to do with voting, they have anything to do with elections, they have anything to do with Hispanic issues on Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana and leading up to the 2020 presidential election. And let me just say this about this election, which is on Tuesday, November the 6th. Our current president, Donald Trump, is not on the ballot. He is not running for re-election on Tuesday, November the 6th. The next presidential election will be for 2020. That's another issue in itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, please take note. We are voting for congressmen, we are voting for senators and a whole governors and a whole lot of our state legislators and other offices on these midterms election throughout the country. Take a look at their records. Take a look at their experience. Take a look at their background. And take a look at what they've done and what they promised to do, regardless of party. Now, I'm saying this, I'm a lifelong Democrat, but there are times where I will vote for a Republican. There are times where I will vote for an independent or whatever the case may be. So as a lifelong Democrat, let me just say this. Not all Democrats are good. Not all Republicans are bad, and so forth and so on. So, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at what that person brings to the table and what they're promising to see if what they're promising they can deliver. Too many candidates at all party levels say this and say that, because it's an election year. A lot of candidates say this and say that. But the question is, what did they say in the past? And what did they do in the past to determine what they say now is going to take place now? Early voting. It's going on right now till 2 o'clock at your county government offices throughout Lake County and beyond, and throughout this country of ours. And it's great that I hear that a lot of people are coming out and voting early, which is a good sign for the underdog. So continue to come out and vote early. And if you can't, come out on Tuesday, November the 6th. In Indiana, the polls are open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. In other states, they're open till later. A lot of key important races. Probably the most important race in the state of Indiana has to do with the Senate race. And in this state and other states, we have a lot of, according to the polls, very tight races. As someone who I just seen today said, and as a matter of fact, what happened in our last presidential election, when people pretty much predicted the election by way of what the numbers showed at the polls, whether the polls show that the race is going to be really tight or not tight or a landslide for one candidate as opposed to the other, ignore the polls. You just do what you need to do. Bring your family out. Bring your kids out so your kids can see you going to the polling place and vote so that they can continue to go to the polling place and vote as they get older and are registered and are able to vote.
That's right.
So forget about the polls. Just do what you have to do and vote for the best person.
That's right.
Whether it's a man or a woman, whatever the case may be. I happened to catch Oprah Winfrey on C-SPAN the other day. She actually called the Stacey Abrams, I think is her name, who could be the first African American governor for the state of Georgia. Oprah Winfrey actually called her and said, I want to come and promote your campaign. So they had her on C-SPAN, both of those individuals. Oprah Winfrey said, she's not a Democrat. Oprah Winfrey said, she's not a Republican. Oprah Winfrey said, she's independent. So she'll vote for either a Democrat or Republican.
Which
based
is
upon
okay.
the candidate.
Which is okay.
Which is okay.
Yes, it is. You'll never know which way I go.
But let me just say this here. So it's not the president that is running on this election. It is the candidates that are running. Let me just say this here, because you got some candidates on the Republican side that are asking for the president, Trump, to come and campaign for them. Ladies and gentlemen, after what this president has done while in office to take this country to a new low, based upon what he said, based upon what he's tweeted, based upon what he's done, based upon what he's not done. For any candidate, in my opinion, not his opinion, my opinion.
The views expressed by the host and the callers of the show, not the views of WLTH Radio. Just want to cover that.
I just want to say this. That's on them.
That's right.
But if they want this current president to come in and campaign for them, my opinion, that's not saying much of those candidates. Because maybe as we go on towards the 2020 election, I'll talk about all the other stuff that this president has done and not done that is harming this nation, that is harming families. And please take note, ladies and gentlemen, you got these candidates that want the president to come in and campaign for them. But yet, when you look at this president's administration, there is a lack of diversity. There is a lack of Blacks. There is a lack of Hispanics. There is a lack of women. When you look at the interns that have been hired under this administration, there's a lack of Blacks. There's a lack of Hispanics. And I don't know how many women have been hired to be, or ladies have been hired to be interns. But when you look at pretty much their cabinet, when you look at the interns that have been hired, they're pretty much all the same color. And so this president has appointed 2 people to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court, none of which have been Hispanic, none of which have been Black, none of which have been female. And this president, going back to who knows how long,
God bless him,
has had his issues.
God bless him.
With women.
Everybody has issues.
To
He who
that
is
has taken
without sin shall cast
this
the first
country
stone.
to shame. For we have a president that mistreats women.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people.
And I think he hasn't been the only president to do so.
No, he hasn't been the
So,
only man either.
ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do not stay home.
No, se duerman, no vean la telenovela, apaguen la televisión.
Whatever you do,
That's right.
do not
Don't
stay
just
home.
sit.
Either come out today until
Do
2 o'clock
nothing.
and vote early,
Vote.
or
Vote.
come out between 9 and 12 noon on Monday and vote early, or come out on election day. In Indiana, the polls are open between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Like they say, su voto es su
Su
voz.
voz.
Su voto.
Y lo ha dicho Juanito
voz.
aquí.
Yes,
Su
it's
voto es su voz.
Juan M.
No se me hagan
Andrade.
mensos. No se me duerman. Despierten, Juanito.
Okay.
You voted already?
Not yet.
Oh,
Let me just say this,
¿Cómo que
ladies
not
and
yet?
gentlemen.
You got to go vote today.
A lot of times, people go in right, and they come out corrupt. Let me just say this: when people go into political office and get elected, a lot of times they go in right, and they come out corrupt. But here's the thing: this candidate, and I don't know if he won the primary election, was behind bars for 2 murders, and he was running for the U.S. Senate seat in Minnesota. This was during the primary. I don't know if he won. So there's some conditions that have to be taken care of so that no candidate who has a felony on their record can ever run for any political office. Let me just finish by saying this here, and that is this. As I said, this president, our president, is ethically challenged. He has an issue when it comes to
There's a
telling
lot
the
of people
truth.
like that.
This president has an
There's
issue
a lot of people like that.
when it comes to telling the truth. Let me just say this.
There's a lot of people like
When I
that.
can,
Híjole.
and I guess this is the president, his words, when I can, I tell the truth. Trump pushes back against his peddling of falsehoods. President Trump
Doesn't it
defended
sound like
his
a lot of people?
President Trump defended his
He's not exempt. No one
proclivity
is.
to spread misleading statements and falsehoods, saying in a television
Muy buenos
interview
días.
Wednesday that he tells the truth when he can. Well, I try. I do try. And I always want to tell the truth. Trump said in an interview with ABC News, when I can, I tell the truth. And sometimes it turns out to be where something happens that's different or there's a change. But I always like to be truthful. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know when this country tells Americans not the truth because they put it classified under national security for our own benefit. This president of ours, every other tweet, every other word
No te enojes, Juanito.
is alternative facts and fake news. Juan M. Andrade, Eve Gomez, Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana is not alternative facts. It's not fake news. Es programa es en inglés y en español. And this is Juan M. Andrade. Come out and vote. Salgan a votar. Either hoy hasta las 2, este lunes hasta las 12 de mediodía, o martes en el estado de Indiana de las 6 de la mañana hasta las 6 de la noche.
Y no hay excusas, no hay excusas.
No hay excusas.
Juan, I got to ask you something.
Yes, lady.
Did you hear our president say those words, or is someone on the print just quoting him? Because I want to hear him.
This was during an interview
again,
that he said.
Again, I want to hear him say it. So, 60 minutes after the hour, ya llegaron mis latinos, mis guerreros, mis chuladas de maíz prieto. Ya llegaron aquí. Buenos días. ¿Cómo están todos ustedes? Están escuchando Nuestra Comunidad Noreste de Indiana, aquí en WLTH AM 1370, radicando en vivo en Facebook y en YouTube ahora. Así es que síganos, suscriban a nuestra página de YouTube. Vengan, siéntense, mi rey, mi reina, y que te veo manqueando, Beatriz. Yes. Híjole. Te dijo la bicicleta y te voy.
No, me dijo el pavimento.
Ay, Jesús. Uy, uy, uy. So I'm going to read it real quick while you guys get set. You are going to share that mic, and I guess you'll be okay over here.
Okay.
And your escort, Hector, is he going to also chime in?
Yeah.
So then, so then we have 2 in each mic. We're good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The views expressed by the host and the callers of the show, not necessarily the views of WLTH radio management, owners, sponsors, and advertisers. Can you say it that fast, Juanito?
Sure.
Really? Try it. You get tongue-tied.
What did I say?
Yeah, I heard you. You heard me. See? That's what happens. Tu cuerpo, solo tienes un cuerpo para experimentar las alegrías de vivir. Así es que cuídalo. Evaluaciones del Centro de Prevención de Enfermedades Cardiovasculares son los lunes, martes y jueves de 8:30 a 11:30 de la mañana. Horas adicionales por cita si es que necesitan hacer la cita al domicilio 7217 de la Indianapolis Boulevard en Hammond, Indiana. Bueno, antecedentes familiares de enfermedades cardíacas o diabetes, su falta de ejercicio y sus hábitos alimentosos lo ponen en riesgo. Los proveedores del Centro de Prevención Cardiovascular del Hospital Santa Catarina ofrecen gratis, escucharon bien, gratis evaluaciones de la American Heart Association para determinar su riesgo de enfermedades cardíacas y otras afecciones médicas relacionadas. Así es que bienvenidos, no se necesita una cita. Las evaluaciones incluyen A1C, glucosa, historia de diabetes, AB1, prueba de circulación de la pierna, presión sanguínea, índice de masa corporal, colesterol, glucosa aleatoria, circunferencia de la cintura. Así es que es completamente gratis. ¿Escucharon bien? Gratis. Yeah. Oh, you sure? Gratis, gratis, gratis. Entonces, échate para acá tú, Alex.
Okay.
No, que Alex se siente acá. Esta evaluación es gratis. Esta evaluación es gratis, completamente gratis. No se requiere ayuno. Alex, vete para acá. Ayuno debe de tener 18 años o más para llamar a una cita 219-392-7287, 219-392-7287. Are we playing musical chairs here this morning?
It looks like it.
Estamos jugando las sillas. Juanito, ven, tráete la silla acá. Don't you have any questions for them? Are you going to ask from afar, from a distance? So here, invite everybody to watch the show. We're here live with Latinos Biking for Your Dreams and also live on my Facebook page and live on Latinos Biking for Your Dreams page.
Yes.
That's Latinos Biking #4. You are for your dreams.
Yes.
Buenos días, Alex. ¿Cómo estás, hermano?
Buenos días, buenos días. Bueno, pues un poquito acelerados, ¿verdad? Porque
¿Sí?
acabamos de hacer un recorrido de 35, 37 millas
35,
desde
37
Cicero hasta
miles.
acá, Gary, Indiana. Entusiasmados, contentos
Wow.
de estar nuevamente a tu lado.
Yeah, yo también. I'm just so excited to see all of you. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás, Héctor? Señor
días.
Gonzalo, ¿cómo están mis chuladas de maíz prietos? Aquí hace falta el otro rey, que es Ramiro. A ver si Ramiro llama de pedido para que diga algo, ¿no? El que quiera llamar a preguntarles a nuestros guerreros preguntas, you can have any questions, please call 219-885-1371. Bienvenidos a Facebook, bienvenidos a YouTube, bienvenidos a Facebook una vez más con Latinos Biking for Your Dreams. Y bueno, el tiempo se nos va rápido cuando se divierte uno y vamos a tomar minuto a minuto para hablar de las experiencias de cada uno de nosotros, porque todos tuvimos experiencias, incluyéndome yo, y vaya, qué historia, qué momentos, ¿verdad, Vi?
Yeah.
Wow, las cosas que pudiéramos contar, que algún día ustedes mismos van a escuchar y van a ver un documentario. There's so many memories. There's so many things that we all have experienced with Latinos Biking for Your Dreams on this movement, this beautiful journey. And so we have them here live in the studio. Gracias por venir y venir bien acompañados. Gracias, Héctor, por escoltarlos y pues siempre tenemos que tener a alguien que esté viendo por ustedes. Y aquí van a escuchar las experiencias hoy. You're going to listen to the experiences. Yes, this is a bilingual show. So for my English-speaking people, be patient. We will say it in English. Para nuestros habla hispanas, paciente. Lo que vamos a decir en inglés, lo vamos a decir en español, ¿verdad?
Claro.
Qué
Of course.
bien podemos hacerlo, ¿verdad?
Definitivamente. Sí.
Amén, amén. Bueno, aquí a mi izquierda, first of all, we're going to say who you are and where you're from, de dónde eres y quién eres. Y vamos hasta Héctor, uno a la vez, y luego preguntas.
Muy bien, mi nombre es Alex Medina. Vivo en la ciudad de Cicero, Illinois, pero originalmente soy de Salinas, San Luis Potosí, México.
¡Órale! Saludos de San Luis Potosí. Y que viva.
Yo soy la doctora Beatriz Medina. Yo nací en Chicago, pero mis papás son de San Luis Potosí. Soy la hermana pequeña de Alex, la más bonita.
Ay, claro, tiene que dar sus grupos, claro.
Sí, hola, buenos días. Yo soy Gonzalo Hernández. Y yo soy de Pachuca, Hidalgo, la Bella Airosa, y también la cuna del fútbol.
¡Ay!
Pero también, como dice Alex, ahorita venimos bien, todos bien sudados, bien sudados, y fueron 37 millas las que recorrimos, y son 37 las que nos espera de regreso. Buenos días a todos.
Buenos días, yo soy Héctor, ¿no? Soy originario de Guadalajara.
Ay, saludos también allá a Guadalajara. ¿De dónde es Gonzalo? Perdón.
Héctor.
No, Gonzalo.
Yo, Pachuca Hidalgo.
Pachuca Hidalgo. Ok, Héctor,
Sí,
decía.
originario de Guadalajara y gracias por la invitación.
Saludos a todos los de México y que viva México.
Que
Pero
viva.
Claro que sí.
ustedes están aquí no nada más para representar a México. Y hey, Juanito, I'm going to need you to multitask here because we're going to move these phones and whatnot since we're live, you know. Yeah, we go right here. They don't need to see me, baby. They don't need to see me. They know what I look like.
All right. All right now.
Ustedes están representando no nada más a los mexicanos,
Claro.
no nada más a los latinos hispanos. You're just not representing Hispanic Latinos. You're representing others. So tell us real quick, Alex, and then we'll go and we're going to share what we all went through, tidbits. I know that we're limited in time. It's 22 minutes after the hour. But how did everything start, Alex? ¿Cómo empezó todo, Alex? A ver, cuéntanos.
Well, everything starts by a thought, by a desire, by a dream, and actually the author of the dream is Gonzalo, and he can actually elaborate on that a little bit more. But Gonzalo and I started talking about it, and there was during a summer, August 2017, and it took us about 12 months to execute the dream, to plan it, to organize it, and to blow it up. To 2 countries, 12 states, over 2,000 miles on a bike from Chicago, Illinois to Dolores Hidalgo. But then Gonzalo went to his hometown, Pachuca Hidalgo. I went to my hometown, Salinas, San Luis Potosí.
Wow.
Yes.
Señor Gonzalo, vamos a, como decimos en Spanglish, a esquipear a doctora Beatriz. Vamos a un comercial antes de que usted hable.
Vamos a comerciales.
Sí, un momentito. Ahorita regresamos.
Muy bien.
Do you know how to use it, Juan?
Yeah.
It's showing you. It's called turn the camera over.
Are you doing Latinos live?
No.
Latinos biking for your dreams?
No.
Es
You want,
migrante.
that's mine.
That's El Migrante. Okay, this
mine.
is Latinos. I just want to make sure that we're
Yeah,
not
no.
overlapping.
No, I know.
Oh,
Are you
sorry.
okay?
We have a
No.
photo to-
Ay,
hurting.
sí.
¿Puedo tomar unas fotos?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Uno, dos. Uno, dos. Uno, dos.
Don't chop our heads, okay?
No.
Pues están escuchando aquí en vivo y aquí en YouTube también, y pues cosas pueden pasar cuando son ciclistas y que a todos nos ha pasado, y pues desafortunadamente aquí mi hermana doctora Beatriz Medina, pues como que viene con dolor, ¿no?
Sí, sufrí una caída pequeña, and I hit my head pretty hard. So
You had your helmet, though,
I had
right?
my helmet. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Safety first.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I hit my knee and my elbow's bothering me, and I hit the side of my ribs too. So
Did you miss the pavement, or the pavement came at you, or what
the
happened?
pavement came at me. It came out of nowhere. You know, I was just cycling.
Snuck up on you.
Right.
Minding your own business.
I was minding my
You
own
were minding
business,
your own
and then it was
business.
like bam. I was like, oh, okay.
Where were you at? I didn't see you
I'm like,
coming.
man.
Wow.
No, sí.
Menos
Y
mal que
ya
casi
último,
llegamos.
ya casi llegando.
Mhm.
Yeah, on the bridge.
Yeah, en el bridge, yeah.
Válgame Dios. I'm sorry that happened, and I'm praying that everything
Thank
feels
you.
better on your way out.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I love Sade. Yeah, and to be standing there by that lake.
Yep.
Where you went, Michigan?
Oh, yeah.
Saludos a mis Facebookers. Saludos. Aquí, ¿quién está? Ay, aquí varios. Saludos aquí, amigos de Latinos Biking for Your Dreams. Y los del equipo.
Saludos a San Luis Potosí.
Saludos a San Luis
A todo
Potosí.
al equipo, mi tía Gloria, Vero, a Lulú, las estudiantes de Lulú, a Goyito, a Mario Alberto, a Max, a mi tía Toña, todos allá en
Saludos a toda la
todo el
familia.
mundo.
Tu familia es mi familia ya,
Claro,
¿ok?
sí, ya.
Al igual,
Se hizo.
señor Gonzalo, su familia es la mía y la mía es la de usted.
Gracias.
Y también, Héctor, somos una familia grandísima y se sigue creciendo. Sigue creciendo y creciendo aquí en Latinos Biking for Your Dreams. Are we back? Excuse me.
Hola.
Are we back? All right, we're back here a Nuestra Comunidad NWI Indiana WLTH AM 1370, radicando en vivo desde nuestros estudios aquí en Gary, Indiana. Y claro, gracias a la tecnología, al red social que estamos en YouTube y en Facebook en 2 diferentes páginas. Decía Gonzalo, ¿cuál fue su experiencia y cómo salió esto? ¿Cómo empezó?
Bueno, mira,
Acérquese al micrófono de Héctor o al
al
que sea.
quiera.
Ahí está bien, ahí está bien.
Yo creo que este evento que hicimos fue algo que lo hicimos rápido, ¿ah? Porque el año pasado, el año 2017, yo encontrándome con Alex, platiqué la inquietud que yo tenía sobre este evento, que era viajar, que ir a México en bicicleta, ¿verdad? Entonces ese fue el verano del 2017 y lo empezamos a planear, a pensar. Y yo creo que se hizo rápido, Alex, se hizo rápido. Al siguiente año empezamos teniendo reuniones juntas y tratando de buscar gente quien estuviera disponible, quien se animara a hacer este viaje, porque yo siempre le decía yo a Alex, no es ir a la esquina, a la vuelta de la esquina.
¿Verdad?
Sabíamos que eran más de 2,000 millas, ¿verdad? Y fueron 2,200 millas las que se recorrieron, ¿no? Las que recorrí un poquito más de 2,200, 2,220, pero las 20 se las dejo de propina. 2,200 las dejamos. Fueron 3,500 kilómetros, un poquito más igual de 3,500 kilómetros. Y lo importante de este evento que, como le he dicho yo a Alex, que se logró hacer bien, que no tuvimos incidentes más que allá ponchaduras, pero no tuvimos caídas, no tuvimos nada grande, nada grave. Y lo importante es que logramos hacer el objetivo de hacer conciencia con la gente. Que la gente se animó, la gente se emocionó, la gente nos estuvo siguiendo, nos apoyó mucho la gente. Entonces, pues todo eso a mí me deja satisfecho y yo creo que sembramos una semillita que va a dar fruto en adelante. Entonces, ahí va este evento, yo creo que no va a quedar ahí, va a haber cosas más.
Y que esperen a lo que se le espera, right?
Yo sí quisiera que Beatriz, que ella estuvo muy, 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 animada y muy emocionada acompañándonos, que platicara un poquito lo que ella vivió durante la semana que nos estuvo acompañando.
Oh my God. ¿Cuál de todas? Muchas experiencias para mí. Yo creo que fue un privilegio muy grande, un privilegio muy grande ser parte de este sueño. Yo sé que Eve, tú también nos acompañaste toda una semana. También mi esposo Jorge nos acompañó toda una semana. Y fue una experiencia tremenda en cuanto la colaboración de tantos pedazos del rompecabezas que se estaban moviendo, ¿verdad? A través de que ellos estuvieran bicicleteando, a la misma vez estábamos moviendo el rompecabezas acá para buscar dónde quedarse, buscar comida, buscar la ruta, en qué lugar nos paramos para darles alimento, darles líquido, ¿verdad? Todo eso, el clima, los diferentes caminos, my God. Los perros, my God, yeah. Los venados que brincaron a Gonzalo sobre la cabeza. I mean, cosas tremendas que yo digo, sí fuimos acompañados por Dios todo este camino, porque tantas cosas que pudieron haber ocurrido, tantas, y para que lo único que hubiera ocurrido era las ponchaduras de las bicicletas y quizás a lo mejor en algunas ocasiones buscando comida o teniendo esa dificultad de buscar dónde descansar o lo que sea. Yo creo que nos fue muy bien para hacer la primera vez, pero sí, son muchas cosas que obviamente yo me pudiera pasar horas y horas hablando sobre esa experiencia, pero yo creo que lo que más se me quedó en mi corazón es la perseverancia, la determinación, el empuje, el esfuerzo de Gonzalo, Ramiro y Alex. Ahorita acabamos de hacer, ¿verdad? Bueno, ya a mí fueron 30 millas, ¿verdad? Quebré un récord, pero me estaba pensando y consciente de que, man, yo hubiera podido hacer eso todos los días y más de 30 millas, like todos los días sabiendo que el próximo día otra vez y otra vez y otra vez. Y, oh my God. Eso requiere estamina, requiere determinación, disciplina y obviamente requiere una motivación más allá, más grande de lo que es uno, ¿verdad? Porque yo creo que si uno nomás lo está haciendo porque lo quiere hacer, fácilmente uno se puede demoralizar, se puede empezar a pensar de que no, ya no aguanto, ya no quiero rendirse, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Pero yo creo que el sueño de ayudar a la gente, de traer consentimiento a la comunidad inmigrante, yo creo que eso fue algo que lo seguía motivando y eso yo creo que es lo que más me fascina de esta jornada.
So from this journey, B,
Yeah.
what you're saying, yes, we've experienced so many different things, but it strengthened your faith, and it's called perseverance, like you were saying in Spanish. But let me ask you, what was the worst moment or experience that you felt during this journey? Because I mean, you were the escort, you drove all the way, mostly, I would say 90% of the time, with the
Yeah.
exception of your husband driving here and there. What was the worst experience that you felt during this whole journey?
I think it was the figuratively and literally. I think it was
Right.
it was the tearing apart, the goodbye at the very end, coming back from Kotula, and leaving them on their own, not knowing, but also knowing that God had, he had it in his hands and that he was going to take care of them. But that was the most personal, worst moment for me because, I had been taking care of them for a whole week, and they were like my little chicks, and looking in the rearview mirrors and making sure that they're okay, making sure traffic's not coming onto them, making sure we stop to, re-energize them, putting on music for them, screaming out the window, trying to cheer them on. So I had been doing this for a whole week, right? And at the end, when I let them go, it was like, oh my God, it was, some people describe sometimes having children as a piece of your heart walking outside of you. And that I don't have children of my own, but it definitely felt that way for me, of like, oh my God, there goes a piece of my heart going out into the wilderness, going out into a place I don't know, but also confiding in God that they were going to be okay. And so that was really hard. The ride back was really hard because I got then hit with all the stress, with all the anxiety that had built up over the week, where I was just like, I was very on point. I was very, driven to what my purpose was going to be there. And then it didn't hit me until the very end. So then when we came back, as you know, I was like a hot mess.
She was a baby.
I was a hot
Give
mess.
her a pacifier.
I had a migraine.
Yeah,
I was
I
looking in the
see.
rear view mirrors,
Una
and I'm like, where
tristeza.
are
I
they?
know,
And
yeah.
so that was oof.
Ahorita regreso contigo, Hector. I'll get back to you, Hector. Alex, going to you now. And you were that smooth sailing cyclist. In seeing what I saw that I wish many saw, but I was blessed to be able to capture those moments when we went live. You were just like sailing, like free, like so smooth. But I know that's not what your body was actually feeling. Tell us a little bit about that. English and Spanish.
Sure. No, it was a very so I prepare for it to the best of my ability. I prepare for maybe about 5-6 months or so, not only physically in training, going out and doing anywhere between 60 to 140 miles per week for at least 3 to 4 months. But I was also going to a chiropractor. I was also going to a
Right.
therapist. So I had a team of people that were helping me prepare. And I just saw the chiropractor on Thursday. And he told me, well, you really took care of your nutrition, your physical state, your emotional, mental state, and all of your training, all of your preparation led to you peaking when this journey took place, and it made a whole lot of sense because I hardly had any issues with my body, and just a regular wearing down, and there are moments of breaking down because you hit the wall, and you need to hang on to something else, like my sister was saying, something greater, something bigger. So for me, certainly is God, right? My faith in God, and I had a team of people interceding, not just for us, but for the entire mission, which I really want to emphasize. The reason why we were doing this is because of the migrants' outcry. We wanted to counteract the spirit that has been released against human beings, like anybody else. Any human being has the same worth, the same value, regardless of their situation, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of their wealth, regardless of their possessions, regardless of their role or leadership status. Every human being has the same value. And I was intentional about communicating that over and over and over again. Our circumstances do not make us less than anybody else.
Amen.
If anybody says that, then that person becomes less than. So I was counteracting that spirit. And that was, for me, the biggest motivation to press on, when you are about to just break down and say, well, that's it, I'm done, I'm getting ready to throw the towel. No, I would come back to that. I would come back, as particularly you experienced that when we went to the detention center in Dilley, Texas, when we went to the Casa del Migrante in San Luis Potosí, when we went through the entire route of Texas, just connecting with those migrant people that go through the desert, that go through the mountains, and some of them do not make it. They die, that disappear, that are being trafficked, even as we speak, that are being torn away, little kids. That was my motivation, to raise awareness of the fact that any human being, regardless of their circumstances, regardless of their possessions, regardless of the residential legal status, holds the same value. And I tell you that because before God, everybody holds the same value. No one is more, no one is less.
That's right. Amen. Amen. Speak with conviction, Alex. I
No,
love it.
Don't
I
stir me
love it.
up.
Hallelujah.
Don't
The
stir
Holy
me up.
Spirit is
Don't stir
alive
me
in
up.
here. Buenos días a todos ustedes. Están escuchando Nuestra Comunidad. Aquí estamos con Nuestra Comunidad, que son los Latinos Biking for Your Dreams. We're here in Northwest Indiana, but we're representing the world right now.
Yes, we are.
And speaking of world, I thank those that followed Latinos Biking for Your Dream during their journey. Gracias a todos que los acompañaron y que estuvieron viendo a ver ahora dónde van, a ver
Uganda,
cómo van.
Scotland,
Uganda, UK. Hey,
yes.
Lance, if you're watching also, España, Barcelona. María José, ¿cómo estás, hermana? And, this is truly, truly a persevering experience that I felt like, wow, are they gonna, like you said, throw in the towel? Are you gonna feel that? Did you actually feel that? ¿Sintieron que ya ustedes querían ya colgar los tenis y darse, Gonzalo?
No, yo siempre iba yo con esa mentalidad de que ese recorrido, ese proyecto, lo teníamos que terminar. Yo nunca pensé en abandonar, en dejar en terminar el proyecto. Pero sí hubo muchas cosas, como estaban platicando. Yo creo que una de las etapas más pesadas y que vivimos de todo fue de Little Rock, Arkansas, hacia Texarkana, para entrar a Texas, porque ahí vivimos de todo, que nos agarró una tormenta para llegar a Austin. Yo creo que fue uno de los más pesados el día, y fue, ya para terminar, yo creo que fueron unas 20 millas que fueron pesadas para llegar, que terminamos como a las 7 de la noche. Pasamos por muchos ranchos, por tuvimos de todo ese día, ¿verdad? Esa tormenta, después salió el sol, llegamos y los venados que nos recibieron allá en Austin. Bueno, fue
de beso y todo.
Sí, fue un día muy emocionante ese día. Pero pues gracias a Dios que se terminó bien ese día también, y muy agradecido con el colombiano que nos dio asilo.
Julián, saludos, Juliancito, que nos estás viendo.
Sí, que muy agradecido con él, y de ahí empezó a salir la gente que nos brindó apoyo, que nos ayudó, porque después, más adelante, nos ayudaron también los señores de Guatemala.
Gustavo y Anet.
Gustavo, un saludo, muy agradecidos con ellos.
Es María Isabel.
Y se fueron abriendo caminos ahí poco a poco, como fuimos llegando a México, a la frontera.
Tony.
También ya se empezó a ver la emoción para todos cuando íbamos llegando a México.
Bueno, ahorita regresamos también aquí en Nuestra Comunidad. Y cuando termine, Gonzalo, entonces te quiero hacer una pregunta a ti, Héctor. Saludos, saludos, saludos. A ver, y alguien me está llamando. Ash. She's gonna have to wait. Chales, mándales bechos y abachos, tú acá, niño, aquí estáis.
Sí, claro, saludos para todos los que fueron significantemente importantes para nuestra jornada, que estuviéramos sanos y salvos desde que empezamos a cruzar a Texas, ¿verdad? María Isabel y su madre, María Isabel, fueron los primeros rescatistas que vinieron acá. Los integrantes de Latinos Biking for Your Dreams, ¿verdad? Cada uno de ellos, Melo, Rubén, Norma, Luz, Eva, Marisela, Dionisio, todos ustedes, ¿verdad? Y sumamente importantes. En México, los equipos ciclistas, Monsters Link, Jorge Agredano, en Matehuala, los legendarios de Matehuala, el profesor Marcelino, el profesor Fernando, lógicamente los ciclistas de Guanajuato, acá, de Guanajuato, Alejandro Medina, ¿verdad? Tenemos que reconectar. Muchas gracias por toda la labor que tú hiciste allá en Guanajuato antes de que se diera la jornada. Estuviste ahí para apoyar a Gonzalo también, para cruzar Querétaro y encomendarlo hacia Pachuca Hidalgo. Gracias a todos, al equipo de San Luis Potosí, a Lulú, Verónica, a mi tía Gloria, a mi tía Toña, a mis primos, Héctor, eres un tremendo. Saludos a cada uno de ustedes. Algunos nombres se me escapan, pero ustedes saben muy bien, ¿no? Zulema. Ella vuela por las nubes. Zulema, tremendísima ella. Todo el resto del equipo. Estamos eternamente y profundamente agradecidos. Preparémonos, porque ahí vienen planes más grandes.
Sí, y Moisés, estamos por vernos pronto. A todos los integrantes del medio social, a los periodistas, a los noticieros, a todos los que nos acompañaron, que tomaron el tiempo de venir a cubrir este movimiento con Latinos Biking for Your Dreams, empezando acá en Estados Unidos con Canal 9, Lourdes Duarte, thank you so much also, Lourdes, and Univisión, aquí mi amigo Enrique Fuentes también, y a todos allá en San Antonio, donde quiera. Jairo, saludos a todos. Y pues ahí tenemos que estar aquí unidos para que la gente se dé cuenta, no nada más de las malas cosas, sino de las buenas también.
Que era una de las cosas que queremos resaltar, ¿verdad? Porque el enfoque que se ha dado es hablar negativamente y falsamente de las virtudes del carácter de nuestra comunidad migrante. Y nosotros queríamos recalcar de que nosotros tenemos vibra, tenemos tenacidad, tenemos perseverancia, tenemos inteligencia, tenemos recursos, tenemos unidad, tenemos solidaridad, y creo que eso lo demostramos a través de toda esta jornada, ¿verdad? Hubo personas por parte del gobierno que se involucraron, el consulado mexicano, definitivamente el gobierno de Guanajuato, con el gobernador en ese entonces, Miguel Márquez, la señora Clara López de Casa Guanajuato aquí en Chicago,
sí, saludos.
Norma, lógicamente, que tomó un gran liderazgo para que se llevara a cabo todo ese trabajo allá, hubo los medios de comunicación, lógicamente tú, cuando tú entraste, hiciste tu labor, explotamos, ¿verdad? Fuimos de 1,500 seguidores a 239,000 seguidores en un periodo de 4 semanas. Increíble. Este evento fue histórico.
It was historic. Yes. Y regresamos aquí. Yep. And we're back with Gonzalo as he was speaking. Gonzalo estaba comentando de la experiencia. Seguimos con usted, Gonzalo.
Sí, no, pues hay mucho que comentar, ¿verdad? Pero
sí,
yo creo que pues, fue muy pues fue muy agradecido, ¿verdad? Yo muy agradecido con Dios, ¿verdad? Porque todo lo que recorrimos y gracias a Dios, como repito, no hubo ningún incidente grande. Ya cuando estuvimos en México, la gente se unió más, la gente se emocionó más. Sí llegaron allá más pesado, ¿va? Porque nos tocó mucha montaña, muchas subidas en México, ¿va? Pero pues no nos detuvo.
Hablando de montañas,
dígame.
Ya que estamos hablando de lo que está diciendo, ¿cómo se sintió yendo durante entre usted y su pensamiento? Cuéntenos un poquito de eso. ¿Cómo se sintió al andar por esas montañas?
Mire, fueron varias, ¿verdad? Pero yo me quedo con esa emoción de ver esas montañas y subir esas grandes montañas, lo que fue en el estado de Guanajuato, en el estado de San Luis. De San Luis me quedaron esas montañas bien grabadas, esas subidas, que los carros los veíamos que iban casi junto con nosotros de lo pesado que estaban las montañas. Y las de Nuevo León es algo que me impresionó demasiado, esas montañas. Pero Pues yo me quedo, le digo, con lo bueno, porque
Pero, ¿qué pensó? ¿Qué se dijo usted mismo al estar
no,
pedaleando?
tenemos que subir estas montañas,
¿Qué
tenemos
dijo?
que pasar
Aquí
estas
estamos, señor,
montañas.
tenemos que seguir.
Sí, pero tenemos que pasar. Nunca, como le repito, yo nunca pensé en parar o en abandonar ese proyecto. Aquí terminamos porque terminamos. Esa fue la idea y bueno, ya cuando vimos que la gente se nos unía, como se nos unieron los equipos de Monterrey, los Monster, un saludo a todos ellos. Y luego que llegamos al estado de San Luis Potosí, los que vinieron de allá de Michoacán,
Paracho,
de
Michoacán.
Paracho, Michoacán, un saludo a todos ellos que viajaron 7 horas para acompañarnos. Esa fue una gran labor la que hicieron ellos con nosotros. Y se fueron juntando allí en San Luis Potosí, ya que llegamos al estado de Guanajuato, para llegar a Dolores Hidalgo, se juntó, ahí se vio el fervor de la gente, cómo se unieron. Se juntaron más de 120 bicicletas que nos acompañaron para llegar a Dolores Hidalgo. Yo me quedo con eso, con toda esa gente que nos acompañó, con todo el apoyo que nos brindaron. Muy, muy agradecido.
Gracias. Y pues aquí están ustedes, aquí se da a saber, we can see you here live in the flesh and saying, yes, we can, sí se puede, ¿verdad? Ahorita conecto y luego regresamos contigo, Alex. I know that we want to say so much and we can only squeeze so much in such little time. We have a few minutes left. Héctor, ¿cuál es? You know, you don't have to move it. It'll reach your volume. Puedes seguir tu volumen de tu voz. Ella le sube el volumen. ¿Cuál es tu experiencia con Latinos Biking for Your Dreams? La mejor y la peor.
Pues en realidad han sido buenas todas. Siempre que hay un evento, se planea un evento, siempre tenemos un propósito. El propósito, uno de los propósitos de este evento, este último evento, pues concientizar a la gente sobre los problemas que los inmigrantes tienen que pasar, todas los malos comentarios que se hacen contra nosotros y pues el tratar de cambiar esa manera de pensar, pues es una forma que nosotros queremos contribuir por medio de la unión familiar. Sabemos que los inmigrantes de por sí son personas valientes que toman riesgos. Entonces, este evento era de riesgo y se trató de hacer de la mejor manera y segura posible. Entonces, el ver a cómo empezó ese auge de emociones, de apoyo, pues fue muy satisfactorio.
¿Y por qué estás con Latinos Biking for Your Dreams? En lo personal.
En lo personal, bueno,
es fundador.
Bueno, junto con Alex y otras personas soy fundador. Pienso que el objetivo es ayudar, es promover la unión, y esta es una manera, por medio del deporte. Yo soy maestro de educación física, entonces pues pongo mi granito de arena en ese sentido y trato de contribuir con lo que puedo.
That's great. That's great. Alex, I know that, again, I'm going to reiterate, there's so much we want to say, but there's something that sticks out. And I hear it in your voice, and I feel it in your spirit. Okay. And I know that this has actually made you stronger.
Give him a time limit because he's going to let loose.
You got 3 minutes.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. No, I'm going to extend it to 3, actually 2. But if you go 3, we're okay, and then we'll end it on that. What sticks out the most? Because you are a warrior. You have to know that. And all because it's for the kingdom.
It is.
It's for the kingdom. And this is a message for everybody that's going worldwide. Este mensaje es para todo el mundo. Y Alex se expresa, pero bien fundamental y con su espíritu, y eso es lo que habla. Ya cuando agarra la onda del espíritu, ya no es Alex, olvídate. There's Alex, he's gone, bye-bye. It's just the Holy Spirit, and I feel it in every time you go and speak. And I know that you spoke with the youth in Mexico, and I know that you spoke to people in Joliet, and you're going to continue to speak, and you're all going to be invited to speak in different places. But what is truly sticking out the most, the real reason for what you guys are doing? Besides exercises, yeah, but sure. I don't think that's the reason. But.
No. I hate injustice because I think that God hates injustice. Injustice has a way of degrading humanity. Injustice has a way of creating division and contention and gossip and all those ugly, demonic, diabolical things that come against any human being. I hate that with a passion. I hate it with a passion because I believe that God hates it with a passion as well. He hates it when the enemy takes advantage of that discord, of that fear, of that gossip, of that degradation of humanity to tear us up. To make us believe that some groups of people are better than others, when in reality, no, that is not the case. We belong to one family, and that's God's family. And there's got to be unity, there's got to be cohesiveness, so on and so forth. So when I see these injustices being perpetuated against people simply because they are looking for something better for themselves and for their families, for their children, to trying to improve the quality of life, here we are, some people trying to shut them down, to reject them, to criminalize them, and so on and so forth. So I hate that with a passion. Now I'm not going to partner with the same spirit and then hate as well. No, I am called to I am called to bring the gold out of every person's heart, regardless of what people may be doing. And sometimes it's going to be tough, it's going to be difficult to do, but it has to be exposed, and it has to be said, and it has to be addressed. I think that we are called to greater things. So one of the things that I am also very passionate about is when we start dreaming. And what we try to do is that our cycling group is one that provokes other people to dream. Meaning, hey, listen, break the status quo, go beyond your status quo, normal affairs, comfort zone, so on and so forth. And those dreams that God has placed in your heart, because they are God-given.
That's right.
They are heavenward dreams. So when we start speaking about them, when we start planning them and getting ready to execute them, these dreams become even larger. And there's a verse in the Bible, right? That He will be able to do above and beyond what we can ever think or imagine. So certainly this dream that we have just accomplished is just the foundation. It's like a stepping stone. It's like a stepping stone for something greater that is yet to come.
Amen.
And in
is he
doing
that
so,
is in me, that he that is in the world.
Exactly.
And you are showing it.
Exactly. And I think it was amazing. This became a virtual global community through one dream. It came out of Gonzalo. I heard it. I loved it. I liked it. It defied us. And we started planning it. And it became he would not have accomplished the dream without having me heard the dream. And I would have never accomplished this dream without me partnering with him. And likewise with every other person that came along. Right. We partnered with the Spirit.
Amen.
And that's why it became such a global community, because everybody came and took their part and got excited about it.
And we're still excited about it.
Yes.
Look at that. You got other people to cycle. You got me to cycle.
Right.
Leticia, acá la madrina. Saludos, Leti.
No, she's doing great. She's going out with her husband. Her husband has lost about 14 pounds in a matter of about 2-3 weeks. Because they go out and bike at 9:30 at night to the lake. The last one that they did was about 30 miles.
Maybe I need to move to Chicago. I don't know.
No, you guys just bike from here to there.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be enough.
Yeah, that would be better.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to have an escort.
Well, that ends the show.
And we're on that note, we're about to end our show. We're up with Miss Daisy Sanders. Gospel Express is coming up next. How do we find you? Where do we locate you? We are looking for people to join. Tell us real quick.
Latinos Biking for Your Dreams on Facebook. Of course, you'll provide the link for it. My personal cell number, 708-415-7583. Send me a text, call me up, hit me up, or on my Facebook page, Alex Medina, El Guapo, no se creen. Just Alex
Sí,
Medina.
es el guapo, es el más niño.
Sí, yo era el nene de los tres.
Quinceañero, happy birthday, feliz cumpleaños también a Gonzalo.
Gracias.
Héctor, ¿quiere decir algo rapidito?
Sí, yo nada más quería exhortar a las personas a que noviembre 6 salgan a votar. Esa es otra manera que podemos
That's right.
cambiar.
Go vote, go vote.
Podemos cambiar las cosas, ¿ok? Es importante. Nosotros, por medio de este grupo, estamos motivando a la gente a que haga cambios que puedan beneficiar a la comunidad. Y eso yo creo también es crucial para que pueda trascender cualquier movimiento.
Sí, claro que sí.
Real quick too, if you want to come to our next event, nuestro próximo
Yes.
evento va a ser noviembre 17, va a ser un recorrido contra el cáncer, va a ser de aproximadamente 25 a 30 millas. Nos vamos a ver a las 9 de la mañana en el Salt Creek Trail, que está por Brookfield Zoo. En Illinois, so si gustan acompañarnos, la información está en la página de
That's
Facebook.
right. So where we're going? When? November who? What?
November
That's-
17th.
So you know that I'm going to do my best. That's my father's birthday.
Oh, perfect.
In his honor.
Yeah,
And for the farm workers.
there we go.
And on that note, we have to get going. We have our next show coming up. Thank you so much for watching us here live on Nuestra Comunidad NWI de Indiana, WLTH AM 1370. Nos regresamos y nos vemos el viernes. Bueno, yo voy a estar por radio, no voy a estar aquí en el área, so I'll be back in 2
Wonderful.
weeks.
Thank you
Awesome.
for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And for our Facebookers and for our YouTubers. Regresamos y sigan siguiendo a Latinos Biking for Your Dreams para que ustedes sigan soñando también, pero sueñen grande porque sí se puede. Yes, we can.
Definitivamente.
Right?
Y dentro de un contexto de comunidad, de familia, que es cuando se llevan a cabo los sueños, ¿verdad? Salimos Beatriz y yo de nuestra casa, después Héctor nos encontró y después encontramos a Gonzalo también. Nos entusiasmamos inmediatamente cuando conectamos. Así que cuando es conexión de corazón a corazón, de destino a destino, de sueño a sueño, entonces nos entusiasmamos y los sueños se llevan a cabo.
Thank you so much. Hasta la próxima. Nos vemos. Keep dreaming. But don't forget, you have a voice. Go vote.
That's right.
Right?
Yes,
Gracias a todos.
Vayan
a votar. A votar, a votar, a votar, mis ciudadanos. Nos vemos. Hasta la próxima. Love you guys. And we're going to sign off here on live on YouTube. It's been a great day. It's been a wonderful day. Peace to you guys. Thank you for joining us here on Facebook and YouTube. Espérense, ahí nos vemos aquí. Tomamos una foto aquí en esta WLTH.